Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M40 M43, the Tier 8 American SPG. It's located on the north spawn of Abbey, and it's under the command of CTekk. Now he's in platoon with an LT432, which is right alongside him, and that's being commanded by Gandariel. Game started. Well, he's armed with the 8-inch howitzer, which makes this the M43, and it's based on the M4 chassis, the M4 hull, slightly lengthened, and you can see it's using the horizontal stabilizer system or suspension system. And well, he's carrying a gun, an 8-inch howitzer capable of 1050 alpha on penetration of 52mm of armor, and he's extending his aim to have a look for the enemy. It's a Tier 8 game, and it's only Tier 8 tanks. I'm waiting for sight of the enemy. The LT432's gone down to the gap. Still no sign. Somebody must have gone that way. Yes, we found them. An Udes and a Striv. We're going to go for the Striv first. Darting in, rounds out, and direct hit. 301 hit points straight away. He's stunned, and he's pulling back. The Udes is no threat to the LT432 just yet, but he might be. The Striv's more of a threat, and he's just been wiped out by the ISU 152. Gandariel's moving forward. There's the Udes. He's a difficult shot at the moment. In fact, I don't think we can get the round on him, but we're trying to find a solution that works. He's just behind the rocks. Might be able to land a round near him. The reload time for this gun is very long, I'm afraid, but it looks like CTekk's decided to fire another round over to the other side of the battlefield, or rather send his first round over there. It's got two tanks together, an IS-6 and an AMX 5100, and the shell goes long, but it still damages the AMX 5100 for 148 hit points and stuns him. Now, it is quite a long reload time, but the effects of this shell can be quite devastating if they penetrate the side of a tank. And we've got a T28 Proc now joining that team on that corner, and a Hawk 12 who's very lightly armoured sitting on that corner. He's shooting into the side of that Oho, who's made a bit of an unwise decision to move forward, but we fire at the IS-6 and we hit the T28 Proc and the IS-6 whilst the Hawk 12 goes down to the Oho. I think we're going to continue to focus on this spot here because they dealt with the Udes on the River Road, and our friend in the LT432 is now spotting for the team. Now, the opponent that's facing us now is a Borsig, Rheinmetall Borsig Waffenträger, right at the exit road from the River Road, or the exit pass I should say. And we've lost sight of him. LT432 is going down to have a quick look. He's got a rather meaty little 85mm gun which can fire quite rapidly. He's also very fast and got good camo qualities in the LT432. Let's see if we can get some shells into that Borsig. There he is. Oh, he moved. And he moved up onto the cap area. We're lining up a shot. Work out where he's going. That's it. And rounds out. This should be a splash. It's a big splash. 482, it makes him a one shot. If Gandariel can put a round in, then he can get the kill. He's still stunned, that Borsig. That's going to slow his reaction time down, and he's been taken out by Gandariel. Okay, unfortunately we lost Gandariel just then. He was taken out by the enemy Arty, the SU-14-2, the school bus. And a lot of the enemy tanks appear to be on the west side of the map at this moment. So we're going after a T28. No. Are we going to hit him? Yes, I think so. And there's that IS-6 nearby. We fire a round in and direct hit on the T28. Stuns the IS-6 as well at the same time. Good shot. Right on the nose. We've got a Super Pershing facing off against them. In fact, there's a whole bunch of our tanks facing off. And I think the super pushing took a big hit there, so he pulled back. But when you get 3 tanks together like this, that's when it can be really effective, because each shell will do a lot of damage. And we lost the super pushing, and we lost another tank. I think it was an IS-3 at the same time. In fact, actually, they've conquered that area of the map, that group of enemy tanks. And we just took out the T-28 prop with a snapshot. But it's with 3 tanks down on the enemy at the moment. Everyone who went down the river road has died. And basically now we're defending against the enemy who's coming up the west side of the map. And there's that Scorpion G. We've got a red line at the moment. That means we're too close to the cliff face in front of us. And we need to pull back a bit just to get the shot over the cliff face. I hope that CTekk's noticed that. Yes, he has now. Yeah, just way too close. And our UDES is doing a good job trying to fend off the attackers, but we've loaded, we're ready to go, lining up a shot. I'm fired it in, but unfortunately it's hit the rock face. Bit of a snapshot there. So it's now only 3 tanks against 3 tanks against 7. This is bad news. This is going to be a very difficult game to win. Some of the enemy do have low hit points. There's the ISM. Looks like he's going to come to that corner. We're almost loaded. Going to take out the IS-6 first, I think. Oh, no, he's been killed. He fired that too late, but it did hit the target. 265 hit points off that one. You want to try and fire so you fire the shell ahead of the target, so the shell and the target meet at the right moment. If you don't leave enough lead, then the shell might hit the wrong part of the tank, or even actually land behind it. Now, we haven't seen that AMX 50-100 for a while, and I'm wondering if he might be coming up the east side of the map, up the river road. There's the M449. We fire a snapshot in and kill him. That's the second kill. We can see there's a VK100-01P up on those heights. Well, now that CTekk is the last member of his team alive, he's decided he's going to go down the river road and possibly take up a position further back to shoot into the cap area. If he shoots from where he is, or where he was rather, he would get wiped out fairly quickly, because it's a fairly obvious vehicle. It's very big, very wide, and very easy to see. So it looks to me like he's going to try and drive down this end and shoot at his own cap from a distance. This is not the best Arty to shotgun with, I'm afraid, but especially with that long reload, you're only likely to get one chance, one shot at an enemy that's close before you get wiped out. You might be able to ram them. It is a heavy tank, but it's based on a medium tank rather, but it is pretty heavy in terms of the weight. And the enemy's capping. Now CTekk might get a chance to shotgun one of the enemy Arties and take them out that way. But he wouldn't last long against the VK100-01P trying to shotgun him. He would die very quickly that way. And the enemy has stopped capping. I think they want to try and get the kill. And there's Galadriel. Or is it Galadriel? And there's the one of the enemy. It's the M40, M43. He's just the other side of the rock though. And that's going to give the Su-14-2, who's still alive, a chance to shoot at CTekk. Unless, of course, CTekk shotguns that M40, M43 first. Now, it just depends on which side round that Arty is. If he's got third person view, he should be the right way around. He is! And he takes a shotgun round. He did get stunned there. I'm not sure if he was stunned by his own round. Oh, no, he was hit by the school bus. Well, we know where the school bus is. He's up near the other end of the map. Now, will we be able to reload in time and get another shot off before the enemy turns up? Oh, here comes the AMX50 100. Good shot! Takes him out with an aimed Arty shot. It worked very nicely indeed. And the SU-14 too hasn't responded. And it's a sure thing that he's not spotted. Now there's the return shot from the school bus. Nowhere near. Fell behind him. He did knock that tree over. It does tell the enemy where he is. But obviously they know where he is from that AMX50. And yes, they've started capping. In fact, both of them are capping now. They realise that it's not worth trying to get down here to kill him. They've decided they're going to cap out instead and win that way, because otherwise he's going to pick them off one by one. Which means now that CTekk can actually try hitting them with aimed Arty rounds. No, didn't get a reset there. Just got to try and work out where the enemy might be. And of course, the VK101P is going to be trying to look to see if he can shoot CTekk if CTekk comes from into an observable position. But it's such a long reload, he's not going to be able to reload in time. So the game's going to be over momentarily. Yep, that's it. It's all over. It is a loss, but he stayed alive and he got two nice shotguns out of that. Or at least one shotgun and one aimed shot at the end. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. Well, it was an ace tanker for CTekk in the M40, M43 in that game. He got a Reaper badge because he took out consecutive tanks with consecutive shots on that one. And he also picked up a fighter badge and a bruiser medal. And also, at the epic medals, he picked up a Gore's medal and a high caliber. So he did do the most damage in that game, and his win rate for the game was 7,191. Very good indeed. And he survived, but unfortunately lost it by cap. Let's have a look at team scores. There you go, top of the table, 3,559 hit points of damage during the game. The next highest scorer was the MX M449 with 2,770, and after that it was the IS6 with 2,340. When it came to kills, it was still CTekk, but he shared it with the Scorpion G, who managed to get 4 kills as well. And then we've got 2 tanks on the enemy team with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, well, the M449 managed 1,112 base experience points. 848 went to the ISM and 843 to the VK101P. But CTekk wasn't that far behind. He had 721 base experience points out of that game, and that was enough for an ace tanker. And, well, it was his first ace tanker in this vehicle because it's got scrolls underneath, and you only see that when it's a first time. He fired 12 rounds, got 4 direct hits, 0 penetrations, but 14 splash. Damage of 3,559 hit points, of which 2,795 were at more than 300 meters. So you can see there's quite a lot of that was at close range. He also spotted 1 enemy vehicle, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and did 809 hit points of stun assist off 9 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 42,938 credits, got 5,039 for courageous resistance. That's for getting an epic medal in a losing game. And that brought his total to 47,976. And after repair and ammunition resupply, and this ammo is expensive, and of course consumables, he actually ended up with 14,241 credits profit and picked up 6 bonds for the Gore's medal and the high caliber. He received 1,081 XP, 642 for courageous resistance, 397 for completing a mission, and 2,120 altogether. So congratulations on your first ace tanker in the M40, M43. It's quite a nice little arty that. It's a big change after the M12, and the next arty in the line, obviously the M53, M55, is a fantastic arty. So I'm sure that once you've now you've mastered this one, it won't be long before you've got the M53, M55. If you enjoyed that replay, please like, share and subscribe, and thank you for watching.